Hey, how y'all doing today? I pray that you guys are having a wonderful morning. I just pray that you guys are having a wonderful morning. Today I'm just coming on here to vent about some things. I'm literally going through some things, and I'm not really in my feelings, but how I feel right now, it's just like, God, am I doing the right things? And he keep telling me, yes, Tori, you are doing the right things. You are doing the right things. He's just like, the people around you are not listening. He's at this point where he's like, I'm about to move you to a different territory, because it's people out here that will listen to my heart through you, Tori. And I'm just like, God, when? Because this whole path from moving in my apartment, from letting go of school to find myself, from going from this girl that used to dress up all the time, sew-ins and nails and makeup on fleek, to becoming the girl, the woman that you wanted me to be, to blooming into a mother, to blooming into a queen. And it's like, God, I know all of this wasn't for no reason. He's like, no, Tori, don't you never question me. So I'm like, okay, God, at this point in my life, I need help. Like, literally, God, every time you ask me to let go of my job, I do it for you. And I'm glad that I do it, because if not, I would never grow through what I'm facing. I would never get to the level or get to the place where you want me to be, to meet these people, to grow in you, to find you, to love you more, if I would have never obeyed you and did all of these things of letting go of my food stamps, because one season God told me to let go of my food stamps. He was like, because your king on this earth, he doesn't support you, Tori. So I'm going to show you that I'm going to take care of you, that I will provide for you. And he did just that. Many times God has told me, Tori, quit your job. You are only here for one purpose only, and that is to uplift somebody, because in the future, they're going to see a video that you make, and they're going to be like, hey, I know that girl, and you're going to be able to help them through a situation. So I'm like, okay, God, I will do this for you, but I need your help paying my bills. And he just be like, okay. And he helped me. He always sent somebody to help me. But now I'm at this point in my life, and he's asking me to, at this point, I don't really have a job. I work for Instacart and DoorDash, but that is time consuming, because I have to be out here grinding all day, and it pays great money. But at this point, it's like God is asking me, Tori, your testimonies can save someone. What you've been through for me can save people. So at this point in my life, I'm at this standstill, like, God, literally my car note is 3 months behind. If I don't grind this weekend, they gonna come get my car. If I do not grind this weekend, my internet is gonna be off again, and I'm not gonna be able to do my homework. God, if I'm not going to be able to do my homework, then I'm not going to be able to pass my classes, because literally I do not have friends that I can be like, hey, can I come over there and do my homework? Because literally since I've been walking with God, my friends has literally, I don't know, but it's okay. It's okay. I haven't cried about these things, because at the end of the day, everything God has moved out of my life was for his will, for his purpose, for me to be this strong, for me to be this bold. And it's like, God, when is it gonna be my time financially? Because I see you. He making it light out here. Like, God, when is it gonna be my time financially? Because financially, I don't care about money. Financially, I'm struggling though, but I do not care. I do not care about money. I just want your will to be done on this earth. I just want, if you want me to stop working, I will, like I always do. If you want anything you ask me, God, I will do it. And I always do it. And you know why I do it? Because it was a time in my life where my daughter died in my arms from drinking her milk. She literally died in my arms, and I called out to the heavens, Yahshua, Yahweh, and he came, and he came. He came, and he saved my daughter. He saved my daughter, and my daughter was only 3 months, and it happened. It happened. She literally died in my arms. Her eyes rolled back to the back of her head. And I called out to God, and he showed up. And every time I call him, every time I'm behind on something, he comes. If he's not sending a person, he sends a gift card. If he's not sending a gift card, he blessed me with another job. If he's not sending me another job, he blessed me with another client. He just shows up. He sent me another side hustle of, because at first I was doing DoorDash, and then Instacart started hiring, and it's like, oh my gosh. So it's like, every time he literally comes through for me. But I'm like, God, every time you ask me to sow into somebody, every time you ask me to help somebody, I'm helping them. I would give away my bill money if they need it. Here you go. Like, if you need it, you might need it more than I need it. Here you go. Like, here you go. Because at the end of the day, you have to be selfless. And when God see that you are selfless, he probably don't bless you financially like everybody think he will at the time, because he's trying to see how you handle his money, and he's trying to see how you will help people. Would you just be greedy with your money, or would you be a helping hand to others? But me, in this case, I am a helping hand. I don't care if you need something. I'm there for you. I am down for you. Whatever you need. If you need a good friend, I am there for you. But it's like, in these times, I be like, God, I'm human too. And sometimes I be like, God, who is there for me? And he tells me, Tori, I am here for you. Literally, that's all you need is me. And I'm like, you right about that, because you always come through. You save my daughter. You pay my bills for me. You do so much for me. But most importantly, you give me peace within. You give me love. You give me happiness. And when I pray for somebody, you bless them. When you tell me to pray for somebody, I bless them. When you tell me to go touch somebody, you bless them through me. You bless them. You send me to them, and I do it. And it's like, okay, God, I need help now financially. I'm in the middle of making a decision right now. Should you tell your testimony? That's going to take a couple of days to record. Or should you go to work those couple of days and make your money, to pay your bills? So I'm at this point where I'm like, God, I don't care about the car note, the internet bill, the whatever else bill, the bill collectors that keep calling, the money that I owe my grandfather. I care because I care. I'm out here grinding every day. I care. But when I'm out here grinding, doing Instacart, DoorDash, something always happens. Like yesterday, I got a nail in my tire. And now I know that was God telling me to stop. Go home. Go home and do what I'm telling you to do. And it's like, I did that. But it's like, I could have been making money. I could have had at least $200, $300 already to go towards my car note. But it's just like, when God is telling me to do something, I do it, because if not, it's going to be more distraction behind it if I don't obey him. And that's the only thing God is asking for, is to obey him, and he's going to come through. So what I have came up with is that I'm not going to work this weekend. I'm just going to make my testimony. I'm going to record all of my testimonies and put it out there. And if nobody listen, if nobody share to gain understanding, to help somebody else, then I know I did my part, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. I just know God is gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy because I actually made time to do it. And then my bills, oh well, they're gonna have to come get the car. It's okay. I'll be straight. I got a bike. I got a bike. But it's like, ooh, I'm trying to get so ahead, because this isn't the first time that God has asked me to quit my job, you guys. You just don't know. Every time I get a good job, every time God be like, okay, Tori, don't get too comfortable. You only here to help somebody. You gonna do what I got you to do, and you gonna leave. Like, one season in my life, I was setting up this event for my nonprofit, and I put out flyers. I already had the place for my event. I put out flyers for people to help me. I put out a lot of things, and nobody helped me. And I felt like giving up. But God said, Tori, do not give up. During this time, all of this was going on. My car was messing up. My car kept turning off in traffic. And my mom called me. She was like, Tori, let's go get you a car. And I'm like, Mama, we finna go get a car. My credit messed up. She like, oh, hey, how you doing? All right. Okay, I'll get off. All right. Every time I'm making a video about God, somebody tell me to move. So yes. I forgot what I was saying. So, nobody came through for the event. And, when they, I just lost my thought. Nobody came through for the event. But my mom was like, come on, let's go get you a car, because your car messing up. You got a daughter, and I don't want y'all car breaking down in the middle of the road like it has been done. Like, literally, my car used to just break down at the traffic light, and my daughter is in the car, and it used to scare me so bad. Like, oh my gosh, I pray that nobody don't hit me, because God has already blessed me with another chance to have my daughter in my life, to make me a better me, to make me a better mom, to make me better for him. And so my mom was like, come on, let's go get a car. I'm like, Mama, my credit is messed up. She like, let's go. Got to the car lot, and I literally was working on my computer, still getting my stuff done for my nonprofit, because God assigned me to do this. He said, Tori, I need you to still get this nonprofit event together to feed my people. And I'm like, okay, God. So we at the car lot. My mama handling business. I'm on the computer making statuses on Facebook. I'm doing all type of things or whatever. And so the man came back. He like, oh, y'all got approved for a car. And I'm like, okay, we got a car. I got a car. So he was like, just go out there and pick your car. So I'm like, okay. Went out there and picked my car. And I was like, my mom was like, you like this car? I was like, no, I like this one. This is the one God is telling me to get. So So I got the car. I picked my car out, and then at this time I had just got. Before then, I didn't have a job for like 4 or 5 months. Because God had told me to quit my job, which I was a caregiver before then, and my client died, my best friend, Mr. Sheely, which was 96. We at this car lot. I'm getting a new car. I'm like, I don't have a job. I'm like, how I'm gonna pay for this car note? God, like, Tori, don't worry about it. I got you. So he was like, you just still handle my business for this event. So I'm like, okay. Got the car, went to the house, parked the car. I wasn't excited about the car because nobody was still coming through for my event. So I'm like, God, what do I do? Like, the event is tomorrow, and literally I have no food to cook. I have nothing. I have already passed out flyers. What can I do? What are you going to do? And he was like, Tori, just go to sleep. I'm like, okay. Went to sleep. Woke up, my grandma in the kitchen cooking greens. She cooking macaroni and cheese. She like, good morning, Tori. I'm like, good morning, grandma. She like, okay. Now we got to figure out what type of meat we going to cook. And I'm like, okay. So, my brother teacher called me, and she like, come up to the school. I got a box for you. And I'm like, you got a box for me? She like, yes, come get it. And I'm like, okay, this is God, because I'm like, how does she know that I need food? And so something told me to go to the Fresh Value Market. It's this Fresh Value Market is in Bessemer, Alabama. I went there, and literally nobody still sent me money to do this event. And I'm like, God, how are you gonna tell me to do something and I don't even got money to do this? So he like, Tori, go to the store. Went to the store. I had $20 on my card, my food stamp card. And then I had my business license. You know, they take off tax, and like, you're not supposed to do that. You know, use your tax thing on food stamps. But I did, because I'm like, I gotta get this. So I ended up picking up 6 things of chicken, and the manager at the store was like, hey, I'm gonna give you a free pack of chicken. And I'm like, oh my gosh, God, you literally just came through. So what I'm trying to tell you is, when nobody is there to help you, God is there to help you. Like, literally, I had passed out so many flyers, and I told people, hey, I'm going to be feeding 100 people, and I need help. Nobody came through. But my grandma, nobody but God. Like, my family came through to help me fix plates. It was just a blessing. And on top of that, I got a new car. The next day, my old job called me and was like, hey, would you like to come back to work? We got a client for you. I'm like, cool beans. I'm coming back. Went back. And I started making money for my car note. Then after that, God asked me to quit again, and I started working for this Philippine family. And I used to get paid every week. And it was just, oh my gosh, it was a blessing. I learned so much from them. I learned about my purpose being with them. I learned the next instructions I needed to do through them. And then after that, God told me to quit. And after that, after I quit, he told me to let go of my food stamps. And I'm like, okay, let's get it. Then the coronavirus came. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, God, you told me to let go of my food stamps. And now the coronavirus is here. And now I don't have a job to pay my car note. I don't have a job to get money. And God said again, don't worry, I will take care of you. So I'm just telling y'all what goes on in my life and the things that God asked me to do. I'm just letting you know, if you do for him, he will come through for you. Like always. Always he will come through for you. It might not seem like he's going to come through, but he will always come through whenever you need him. So I know this time, it's time for me to make my testimonies to the world. So it's like, I'm going to make my testimonies, and I'm going to record my testimonies, and then I'm not going to just worry about my bills. I'm going to just let it be, and let God take care of it. Because that's all I can do at this point. Because everything else he asked me to do, I do it. And he blesses somebody else around me. Or he blessed me. Or he just come through, period. So I know this time he's going to come through. He's going to send some people to help me. Because literally at this point in my life, I just want to do what God wants me to do. Because it's a lot of things that are about to happen in this world. And I really just want to prepare you guys. Like, I'm not scared of what's about to happen. I'm not scared. I laugh at what is about to happen. Because when it happens, God is going to come through. He going to show his face. He going to reveal his face. But also, this is not just revealing God's face. This is showing God who his true people is. So at the end of the day, get yourself together, because God is asking you, are you really true to him? Do you really love him? And I'm telling you, God saved my daughter. He blessed me with a new car. He blessed me with happiness. He blessed me with peace. And yes, at the end of the day, I am a baby mother, but I am more than a baby mother. Like, I don't just claim that I'm just a baby mama. Like, whatever how y'all feel about baby mothers. I used to have problems with my baby daddy and his girlfriend. But then I came to understand that why we going through this, and I don't want him. Me and my child is happy. Thank you for helping me make my child. So I know how some baby mothers feel. I know how y'all feel. I can relate to a lot of people. I can relate, God is saying. So I just know everything that I went through is to help my brothers and sisters. And yes, I'm walking down the highway recording because they told me to move because it's private property. My last video I made, it was an assignment that God wanted me to do. And they also told me to move off their property because it was private property. But about 20 to 30 people passed me, and this one bad apple said to move. I have that video on my YouTube channel. It was a deep message. The video on YouTube is called To the Citizens and Leaders. It was a big assignment that God wanted me to do. It's there if you would like to listen to it. I pray that you will listen to it, that you will share it, that you will share this video to let people know what you're going through, that God has your back. You see that I am a happy person, although I'm facing financial problems. But this is not something that I can't overcome, because many times I have faced problems like this, but it's always financially. But you know, I'm blessed for that, because it could be worse. The situations could be worse, and I just want to thank God for his grace and his mercy over my life. And I'm just glad that I do take the time out to listen to him. So take the time out to listen to God. I promise you, he's going to help you. He's going to deliver you. He's going to send you peace. And he's not asking you to be a preacher. He's not asking you to be, you know, whatever you think he wants you to be. He just asking you to be obedient. To be obedient to him. And he's going to come through. He's going to make a way. I'm just glad I made this video, because I feel a lot better. Just thank you for listening to my heart, and just thank you for being you. I want to let you know again, you're not the only person facing problems. Some of you guys are facing mental problems, and I'm not facing any mental problems, but I am facing financial problems. So I can relate to you, because problems are problems. And I want to pray for your mental, that you are able to see again, that you are able to know when God is calling you, for you will not fall into the trap of the enemies. I pray that your mind is free. I pray that you are set free. I pray that your mind is strong enough to fight whatever you think that is good for your flesh. I hope that you realize that it's not really good for your flesh. Because when you receive what is for you, happiness and peace will never go away. Love will never go away. So, have a great day. And I'm going to go see if my car is ready, because I'm walking this. I'm walking.